Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05 Blast here and welcome back to another video of this channel. In this last episode, we've done Arsenal versus Real Madrid, which was actually a prediction for the Champions League quarterfinal match, and Arsenal were 2-0 winners against Madrid at home. So we don't know if it's actually going to be happening in real life because Arsenal are really battling with injuries. They've now lost Gabriel. Mikel Merino did actually had a slight injury, but I'm pretty sure he'll be back. But a big loss would be is Gabriel, and he's actually one of the best centre-backs I've ever seen. Like a duo partnership. He's like the best centre-back to partnership with Saliba. So yeah, this could be a huge letdown. But let's just not focus on that because today we're actually going to be focusing on the battle of the top two teams. Yes. And one of the greatest rivalries we've ever seen. Obviously Ferguson versus Arsene Wenger. Yep, it's Manchester United versus Arsenal. Obviously will taking place in FC24. It's going to be a prediction. However, at the time of recording this, the actual Manchester United vs Arsenal videos have already been shown. And some people think that it's actually a game. Well, technically it is a game, but hear this. One of the person who is in that channel is actually making like a realistic effects of that game. So that's the reason why I'm saying that it's actually a game. And yeah, you might be wondering that it's already past that thing and you cannot make the prediction because it's too late. Well, I just wanted to reignite this rivalry because it has happened since 1996, 3 decades ago, almost 3 decades ago. So yeah, I really wanted to do it again and bring this one again. So if you haven't watched the video, now it's actually the perfect time to see the prediction. So yeah, just make sure do not see the video until the prediction's there. But if you really want to, you can just take it. But anyway, I mean, I already know the scoreline, but I just don't want to spoil it to you guys. So, yeah. But anyway, let's just see what the stats look like in the previous game before we actually get to the match. So here it is. This is actually the match facts of the last Arsenal versus Manchester United game, as Arsenal won the game 3-1. They actually dominated in terms of creating chances. 15 attempts, 9 shots on target. And Manchester United, 9 attempts, 4 shots on target. But mostly saves are coming from the Manchester United goalkeeping department. Peter Schmeichel, the one to make a lot of saves. While David Seaman is actually not doing pretty much. I mean, he's contributed, but he's not being showing like... He's not basically focused on too many shots on target ever since Arsenal have been the ones that are creating a lot of chances than Manchester United. So, yeah. So I'll tell you actually the breakdown of that last match. Well, we're first going to talk about the first 3 matches. I'll right away just get you back to studio and just get things sorted here. So, yeah. Alright, I'm back showing myself on camera. So, yeah, sorry. But yeah, in the last 3 matches, Manchester United have actually dominated. Especially last year, I've actually made a prediction on Arsenal versus Manchester United before. In the 96-97 season, where actually Manchester United were 1-0 winners. And it was, I think, goal scorer was by a Manchester United midfielder. So, thought it would be actually replicating to how it was in the actual game. Well, we're going to talk about from the start. So, Manchester United have actually dominated in the first 2 matches. They've actually won the game 2-1. It all started with that Arsenal goal by Ian Wright. But then Manchester United completed the comeback thanks to a goal from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who scored the equaliser. And then the unlikeliest goal scorer, the unlikely goal scorer, I would say, for Manchester United, and that was Nicky Butt, who scored the goal for United, and that actually made them as winners in that game. It's kind of a heartbreak for Arsenal because they actually had it, but if it wasn't for United's creating a lot of pressure, they could have actually Arsenal would have won that match. But then it all came down to a Highbury showdown, in which I actually made the video on the prediction on that one, where Manchester United were actually winners, 2-1, where it all started with Andy Cole scoring the goal, and then the main experienced goal scorer, Eric Cantona, who actually doubled the lead for United, and then Patrick Vieira, who equalised it. Well, he didn't equalise it, he actually got Arsenal back into the game, so yeah. And Arsenal were creating a lot of chances at the fag end of the match, but Manchester United's defence and their goalkeeper was on task, so that was the reason why Arsenal couldn't score the equaliser. And yup, then came the third match, where it was probably the mightiest one where Arsenal actually were winners in that match. Well, it actually started with the goal from Nicky Butt, the player who actually scored the match-winning goal at Old Trafford last season. He scored the opening goal in this match. But Nicholas Anelka, a wonder kid who scored the equaliser just basically at the stroke of half-time. And then in the second half, it has all been Arsenal. Created a lot of attempts, created a lot of chances, and it finally came into success for them as Ian Wright scored the goal to put Arsenal in front, and then Mark Overmars scoring that wonderful free kick, which doubled their lead, and that's how Arsenal were winners in that game. But anyway, this might actually be the next match, Manchester United vs Arsenal at Old Trafford. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe, as I'm really reigniting this rivalry for almost 3 decades. So yeah, please make sure to like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get to the match. Alright guys, we're here to see Manchester United vs Arsenal, seeing the battle of the top 2 teams yet again. This time in a very nerve-wracking manner, with Manchester United ahead of 2 points over Arsenal in the points table. Manchester United have 61 points, whereas Arsenal have 59 points. Well, in the meantime, let's take a look at their last matches. So, Arsenal obviously got the job done over Derby County 2-0 thanks to a goal from Anelka and Mark Overmars. And as you already saw, Bruno Fernandes is one of the players to watch. He did actually score the goal in the previous prediction that we made. And it was actually by a goal from Manchester United midfielder. So, probably like Beckham could have actually scored that goal. So, yeah. But yeah, in Manchester United's last match, they lost to two goals to Sheffield Wednesday. And that really got Arsenal back into the title race. So, it's kind of a bit of a costly thing, I would say. But yeah. Everyone's wishing them good luck, because this is something which is a pinnacle. Reigniting this rivalry almost 3 decades ago kind of makes sense. But anyway, let's take a look at Manchester United starting 11. Andre Onana in goal. Martinez, Varane, Wan-Bissaka, Shaw, Mount, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Sancho and Antony playing in forwards. And then moving into Arsenal starting 11, which does not need any introductions because obviously I'm an Arsenal fan. Going into that point of view, Aaron Ramsdale, Gabriel, Saliba, White, Alexander Zinchenko, Partey, Rice. And then Jesus, Saka and Martinelli. Odegaard's one of the best midfielders here for Arsenal. So, can't wait to see how he performs. Looks like Arsenal's going to be the one to kick off first. So yeah, I mean, this is actually going to be a pretty interesting match here. Especially with both these teams having their ups and downs in the points table. So yeah, I mean, United had a really tragic week. Lost to the Champions League match to Monaco in the 97-98 season. Then they are out of the FA Cup, where they lost to Newcastle 1-0 thanks to a goal from John Dal Tomasin. And right now Arsenal have the opportunity, but what a save from Andre Onana. Strong hands there from him, which kept that out of goal. And now it's a corner kick here for Arsenal. Tell me and see what could be the prediction for this match. So yeah, looks like Gabriel Jesus is actually injured. But never mind, Gabriel Jesus has actually scored the opening goal of the game. He was actually injured, but he actually let the injury go away. The injury, fear of getting injury go away, as he actually scored the opening goal of the match. It was all thanks to a set-piece specialist from Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus just had to head this one in. And yep, Arsenal strike first. If this would actually be the opening goal of this match, scoring in the 5th or 6th minute. This is actually the 6th minute they scored. If this is actually the opening goal of this match, I really hope this actually happens in real life or in Travis Sports, because this would be something hilarious here. But anyway, Arsenal are 1 goal up. But here's Marcus Rashford. Manchester United need to get themselves back into the game, with Sancho dribbling past into the wing side. But what a tackle from Saka. I'm pretty sure he had to come all the way from attack to defense to actually make that good tackle. And now here's Partey. Partey finds Jesus. Jesus finds Saka. It's still Bukayo Saka. Still Saka. Still Saka. Saka shoots, but he misses this one. Kinda have to really expect that to get that one on target. But come on. It's Bukayo Saka, for crying out loud. He should have actually scored that one. And Manchester United get away with this. That could have been 2-0 down here for United. That would have been like a wake-up call, I would say, for Manchester United. As they're already they're already trailing by 1 goal. What can United do here? They really need to switch into counter-attack, but Saliba did have to mark this one. And now it's still him. It's still Saliba with it. He drives that pass to Declan Rice. It's still Rice, but he got tackled. But it's still with Arsenal because advantage is played. Gabriel Jesus has it. But what a save from Andre Onana. Jesus has really been stepping up right now. Almost got himself a brace here. But Andre Onana had to keep this one out again. And Arsenal are in a set-piece position again. And it's Martinelli to take the corner. And remember last time, Arsenal did score that goal from set-piece. So are they going to do it again? Well, this time they actually do a short pass to Gabriel Jesus. He finds Saka. Still Bukayo Saka. Saka finds Rice, but what a nick tackle from Luke Shaw. He finds Aaron Wan-Bissaka. But somehow Martinelli had to charge the attack on Wan-Bissaka. He finds Zinchenko. Zinchenko finds Martin Odegaard. But there was a deflected block here from Manchester United, and Onana collects this one. And now he tries to find the player, but Arsenal just had to do an attacking interception. Now here's Martin Odegaard. Still Odegaard. Odegaard finds Rice, but what a tackle from Lisandro Martinez. But it's still with Arsenal. Odegaard's the one to have it, but Mount has it though. It was probably a good tackle from Varane actually. He finds Sancho. Sancho back passes to Mount. Mount finds Casemiro. 2 former Real Madrid players playing. He finds Anthony. Anthony finds Rashford. Rashford drives the pass, but Gabriel intercepts this one. Saliba has this one. But Varane with a good tackle, but it's still with Jesus. Jesus finds Rice. Rice finds Martinelli. It's still Martinelli. Martinelli has to cross this one actually. He has to cross this one. Needs to find players there. Still Martinelli. Still Martinelli. Martinelli with it. He finds Saka. And Saka did manage to 100% get this one on target, but Onana saves this one. And now United finally get out of pressure here, as it has all been Arsenal so far. But it was kind of a wasted pass here, but it's still with United. Kind of actually worked there. Now here's Marcus Rashford. Still Rashford. Rashford finds Anthony. Anthony shoots this one, but Ramsdale saves this one, and he actually got that pass mistakenly to Mason Mount, and he actually shot that one. But Ramsdale made a double save, and he made sure that it actually did find the net. Now here's Casemiro. It's still with Manchester United. Mount has it. He finds Bruno Fernandes. But Thomas Partey with a good block. Good tackle from him. And this would actually be the halftime score, with Arsenal leading the game by 1 goal. But it was all thanks to a goal from Gabriel Jesus. He actually was the one that separated this 2 sides. 2 attempts got the 1 shot on target. And, well, 2 attempts got the goal, obviously. But yeah, this is actually the halftime score, with Arsenal 1, Manchester United 0. Right at the Old Trafford. But let's take a look at the highlights, as there were plenty of chances here. Obviously, the chance from Arsenal, it was an absolute headed effort from Declan Rice, but Onana saved that one. But all was in vain for Arsenal. It wasn't in vain, as Arsenal did actually score that one just after the save was from Onana. A corner from Martinelli. Jesus with a good header. Onana was struggling to save that one. A miscommunication here from Andre Onana. And then again an Arsenal attack. Bukayo Saka really butchered that shot. And yeah, it was 1-0 from there. And Arsenal literally dominated in terms of creating chances. 6 shots. Whereas Manchester United only had 2 shots. Obviously Arsenal dominated the ball possession because of that. And yeah, let's go to second half right now as Manchester United are trailing 1-0. This could be something. Arsenal have already got a win back at Highbury in the 97-98 season. 3-1, courtesy of Anelka, Wright and Mark Overmars. But United really have to step this one up, which they do. And it was all thanks to a goal from Marcus Rashford here. An equalizing goal here from Marcus Rashford. Something that Manchester United needed here. He actually shot this one, but a deflection here. But still, luck was actually in Manchester United's favour, as Marcus Rashford had the ball again. Ramsdale actually misread that shot here from Rashford, and he couldn't save that one. And yep, with that we have a game on our hands. 1-1 here. If Arsenal wins this one, we have a title race happening here. But if United wins, it's bye-bye to title race. But if United draw this game, they still maintain the 2-point lead over Arsenal in the points table. So there was a miscommunication from Manchester United. Bukayo Saka actually tried to shoot this one, but that was a weak effort here from him. He has been having a disaster class in terms of actually creating chances. That's Jadon Sancho with it. Sancho finds Rashford. It's still Rashford. Gabriel was too slow to mark him. This could be an opportunity for Manchester United to get this one. But Ramsdale just had to head this one away. Martinelli has it. He finds Jesus. Jesus finds Rice. Rice finds Thomas Partey. Partey finds Martinelli. It's still Martinelli. Had to drive through the wings here. Finds Rice. Rice shoots, but Onana saves this one. Andre Onana. And Mason Mount's to come off for Eriksen and Declan Rice, who have had a lot of chances against Onana, comes off for Jorginho. It looks like Martin Odegaard's the one to take it. It's still Odegaard. Odegaard finds Jesus. But United were literally all over the place, and they managed to get this one away. It's Marcus Rashford with it. And they almost actually tackled him. Almost tackled Rashford there. He finds Sancho. Still Sancho. Sancho shoots. But he cannot get this one on target. That was a golden chance Manchester United needed to get this one in front. To be in front. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka comes off for Diogo Dalot. But what a golden chance that Manchester United have squandered. And Arsenal really got that one away. But now Arsenal really have to think this one. They're 2 points behind Manchester United in the points table. If they really have to show a bit of charisma, they got to do it. Now here's Jesus. Still Gabriel Jesus. But Luke Shaw tackles him. Bruno Fernandes has it. Bruno Fernandes has it. Finds Marcus Rashford. An attempted tackle on Rashford, but it was a mistimed one. Now here's Bruno Fernandes. He finds Sancho. Sancho shoots. And Manchester United are trailing. They were trailing. But they're now leading. Sorry, I butchered my lines there. But United were the ones that trailed at the end of first half. But United, just like last year, they actually come back. And thanks to a goal from Jadon Sancho, took that opportunity. And with that, score a golazo to put themselves in front.
Goal for Manchester United, number 25, Jadon Sancho.
This is literally deja vu, I would say. Looks like Arsenal get the free kick. Is it going to be a booking here for Manchester United? No, it is going to be a warning. Eriksen is the one to actually mistime the tackle on Martin Odegaard. But yeah, man, this is a cracker here. This is exactly deja vu like last season where Arsenal were the ones that led, but Manchester United came back from being a goal down. Is this actually going to happen like this season? But Dalot is the one to take this one. He finds Sancho. Or are Manchester United trying to make it interesting and maybe try to double the lead? Here's Rashford. Rashford finds Bruno Fernandes. It's still Bruno Fernandes, but Gabriel tackles him. Now Arsenal have to come back here. Jesus finds Zinchenko. Zinchenko finds Bukayo Saka. It's still Saka. Still Saka, but Varane with a good tackle. Varane finds Rashford. But Bukayo Saka has this one, I think. Now here's Gabriel Jesus. Casemiro has it. He almost tackled Casemiro then. He found it Onana over there. But it's still with Arsenal. But Saliba mistimed the pass. Is it still with Manchester United? It is. Eriksen is the one to take it. This could be an opportunity here for Manchester United. They might actually call this one off. Killing time is Antony with it. Antony finds Sancho, but Ramsdale makes a good save. Now Arsenal really has to do it. Ramsdale with a Hail Mary pass. It's Bruno Fernandes with it. It's Luke Shaw. And that's it. Manchester United are winners over Arsenal. 2-1. They have won this game. Arsenal are completely distraught. They almost had it. They almost were in the mix to overtake Manchester United. But it's just that their talent, their skill, the players really held on. And Arsenal's inexperience, apart from the midfield department, their attack was not that sharp. As Manchester United prevail over Arsenal with a scoreline of 2-1. Obviously that goal from Marcus Rashford was the reason that Manchester United got back into this game. And then Arsenal were on the attack. Declan Rice was the one to take the shot, but Onana saved that one. And then that amazing pass here found Jadon Sancho. Sancho shot that one. And with that, United led this game 2-1 and ended also the match 2-1. But yeah, we're going to take a look at the stats here. See who dominated. Arsenal still had the shots advantage, but it was in the second half. Arsenal only had 2 shots. They only had to conjure 2 shots, whereas Manchester United had 5 shots in the second half. They took that chance. Because of this, United are eventual winners over Arsenal 2-1 in the battle of the top 2 teams here. And this might actually be the predicted scoreline for the match happening at Old Trafford. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And we will be back for our next episode. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back. And just as we witnessed, Manchester United just got the job done over Arsenal despite trailing at halftime. 2-1. And it was literally deja vu, I would say, from last season. This happened at Old Trafford. Deja vu. Just like that goal from Ian Wright, Manchester United were able to come back with a goal from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Nicky Butt scoring the match-winning goal. This time, history repeats itself with Gabriel Jesus scoring the opening goal, Marcus Rashford equalising, and Jadon Sancho scoring the match-winning goal. It was literally deja vu from last season, and I really can't believe how it will actually reflect this season. I have a feeling it's actually going to be the same scoreline. And probably the same scenario, I would say, in that matchup here. But anyway, if you really want to watch that match, because it's actually come out, like I did say in the community, it says that the match has already come up. And I was thinking of not making this video for you. But because it's the best rivalry of all time, I really wanted to make it. So yeah, if you really want to watch that video, the link is in the description below. So yeah. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. This is Brisbane 05 Blaster here, signing off.